were the great navigators, the Portuguese. Centuries ago, they looked out on the horizon and thought, what if? They built ships, sailed into the unknown, and reshaped the map of the world. And while Lisbon often gets the credit, so much of that spirit began right here in Porto. You see it in the weathered faces of the fishermen, in the hands that pour port wine, and in the fado music that echoes down the blue and white tiled alleyways.
Now we're here, jet lagged, hungry, and right in the middle of it. It's our first time in Portugal, and we want to see what makes this city so special. Is the food, the pace of life, or just the fact that not enough people are talking about it? We're ready to find out.
We got off the plane, no joke, 1 hour ago from London, and I am already excited to start trying some Portuguese food.
And it's lunchtime, we're hungry, and definitely over here we can find something for us.
We're at this cute market that has tons of stalls. It smells delicious, so let's see what we can find.
Let's explore. This place looks popular. Of course, the famous wine. Yeah, apart from that stand that I pointed out already that's completely full, every single person is walking with a glass of wine in their hands. I've never seen something like that in the market.
Me neither, this is crazy.
This market has 79 food stalls and 10 restaurants. So if you're looking to dive into Portuguese cuisine, well, this is the spot.
We came prepared with a list, a very important list. On it, fresh seafood, regional cheeses, local wines, and of course, bolinhos de bacalhau, which are codfish croquettes you'll find just about everywhere because codfish is the national dish here.
We could have picked one thing, but where's the fun with that? So we picked everything.
I'll do a sea urchin.
Un bolinho de bacalhau, por favor.
I want to try traditional Portuguese cheese. What do you recommend?
The mixed cone.
The mixed cone? I'll do that. That sounds good.
Goat, sheep, cow.
Oh wow, the whole farm.
I don't think we have enough hands.
Nope. We've been to a lot of markets when we travel. It's always our favorite way to get to know the culture. And if this market is any indication of how Porto is, it is unlike any other city then that I've ever been to.
It looks like cocktail hour. Everybody's like so chill, enjoying a lot of good food, a lot of good wine, and we're about to do the same.
We went to so many different stalls, you guys. We grabbed pretty much a charcuterie of things. Got sea urchin, tuna, some carpaccio de codfish and salmon.
We also have like traditional cheese from here, from all the regions around. And also we got sea urchin.
Yeah, I was so surprised by how many carpaccios there are. Lots of meat and fish carpaccios.
That's right.
So let's get to trying this food.
Wait, try this. All this is a very good first impression of Portugal. Very good one.
Surprisingly, we still have room for dessert, so we're going somewhere unexpected. No, it's not a hidden bakery. It's something you've definitely seen before, but never like this. Stay with us.
I've been sitting on this hot take for a while, you guys. It's time I come out and say it. I'm a firm believer that visiting a McDonald's in a different country can tell you so much about the culture.
And I'm against that. Of course, totally against that. I don't think so. Put in the comments if you think Juliana is right or Martin is right.
But regardless, we're here at a McDonald's here in Porto that is supposed to be unlike any we've ever seen, and I'm excited to see what's on the menu.
It's considered one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful in the world.
And there was a woman out here literally holding an eagle a moment ago.
That's
so
right.
It's very different from the ones back home, let me tell you that.
Let's check it out.
Wow.
Look.
Oh my gosh.
At home, we avoid McDonald's. The food is not great and the atmosphere is depressing. But here, there are chandeliers and stained glass windows behind the guys flipping burgers. It's either a joke, a masterpiece, or both. And the menu is in fact different here too.
Carrot soup. They have beer, tuna, and pasta salad.
We go for a McFlurry for the nostalgia, and then get out of there. We got places to be, and I'm not spending my precious time in Porto at the McDonald's.
And to our surprise, there's a local group of university girls performing traditional music just down the street. This is the type of thing we were looking for.
the end of winter, but I noticed a lot of people over here just sitting out. You know, there's a lot of restaurants that they have tables outside, which is nice. This is the neighborhood Ribiera, and of course one of the most beautiful of the city, and we discovered why.
Yeah, I am not gonna lie, this might be one of the most beautiful cities I have seen. It is so unique. Tiles on the houses, everybody walking here along the river, and the hills. I love the hills, but
right.
I think I'm only saying that because we've only gone down them.
That's correct. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult whenever we're going uphill, whenever we're coming back to our hotel.
Yeah.
But right now in this place is full of restaurants, people dancing, singing, walking, enjoying the day.
We were only planning to just walk through here on our way across the river, but I think I actually want to stick around here a bit.
It caught us.
After a few minutes of looking around, daydreaming of ourselves in an alternate universe where we grew up in the colorful hills of Porto, we decide to wander towards this bridge. Considering we really don't want to make the trek up that hill, finding this funicular was a pleasant surprise, so of course we ride it.
For €4 each, I think it's worth it. Obrigado. The reason why we came up here is to cross this bridge that is the most famous in the entire city. And it's the one to connect Porto with Villanova de Gaia. And we're going that way for one great reason.
This bridge is the Dom Louis I Bridge. It can be crossed by pedestrians on the bottom or the top and has stood here since 1886. The top floor is shared with the local metro, which we're surprised to see doesn't cause more accidents, considering you could easily get distracted by the view and not see the train coming, but I guess these things have a way of working themselves out here.
Hola. Sí. Hay vino, ¿verdad? Vino. Vino.
Tinto.
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 Oh, sí. ¿Cuánto
Oh
cuesta?
wow, todo, wow.
And this is the reason why we crossed the bridge. We are in the most famous spots to watch the sunset that is called Jardim do Morro.
It's incredible. Everyone's out here, families, couples, and what's really impressed me is that there's people coming around with these styrofoam coolers selling you all sorts of alcohol, mainly wine, because wine's a really big deal in Porto and also especially on this side of the river. There's tons of wineries around here.
And of course, it's a very good business for them because it's full of people. And of course, they want to enjoy a drink while they're watching the sunset. Also, you can bring your own beverage, your own food. A lot of people, they do that.
Gosh, I love this city so much.
If we already liked it whenever we were walking over there, whenever you see it from the distance, oh my God, it's even better.
Seriously, I can't wait for tomorrow to see all that's in store.
So our first evening in Porto was pretty much a success, but tomorrow we got rain to deal with.
Good morning, travelers. Last night after the sunset, we went back to our hotel and passed out, thank goodness, because we finally beat the jet lag.
And we wake up with a lot of energy, but we needed to change a little bit the schedule because look, there's some rain over here in Porto.
Yeah. So we grabbed breakfast at our hotel because it was included. We'll leave a link down below in the description to the hotel we're staying at. We're in such a good mood because we finally beat the jet lag, and now I gotta figure out what the heck we're gonna do this morning.
Yeah, so I hope it gets better because we still want to see a couple of things outside, honey.
Yeah, we'll see, but we'll make the most with what we can see now.
That's the attitude.
So we decided to head indoors to what is considered one of the most beautiful train stations in the world. Porto São Bento. It still functions as a station, but it feels more like a museum. Its walls are covered with 20,000 hand-painted azulejo tile that shows stories from Portuguese history. It's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and I can see why.
This place is impressive. I mean, it's covered in these beautiful blue tiles. It's like a work of art. And I think that if this was my local train station, I probably wouldn't want to be leaving because it's so, so beautiful. Now this place is free to enter, but our recommendation is to come here extra early because it's packed full of tourists later in the day. This is a really good spot to beat the rain.
This is Porto's Cathedral. So beautiful from inside and outside. You see the arches, the tile, so beautiful. It's only €3 to get over here and also has a viewpoint if you want to see the entire city. But today with the weather, it's a little difficult.
This is probably one of the most important buildings in the city, and it's been standing here since the 12th century. Inside, it's quiet with these heavy stone columns, dark, moody chapels, and of course the blue and white tiles just everywhere. It's one of the most stunning churches we've seen on our travels, and we've seen a lot of churches. But what makes it interesting is it's Romanesque, Gothic, and Baroque all layered together, which basically means it's been built, rebuilt, and added on to for the last 900 years.
So far, this rainy morning is turning out better than I expected. Still raining though, so we decided to keep going to head to the Palacio da Bolsa. At least, that was the plan.
I cannot believe, guys, this is closed. And I did my research. This place opens every single day of the year from 9 to 5, and it's closed. Luckily, I have a backup plan, and Juliana doesn't even know or imagine where we're going next.
I have no clue where my husband is taking me, but there's a crazy long line here. It looks like some sort of store, I'm not sure. Holy Toledo. Jesus. This place is beautiful. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I think I want to go upstairs.
This is Livraria Lello, the most beautiful bookstore in the world, and you can see why.
My husband knows me so well. I am so glad he did his research and found out about this place. Funny enough, J.K. Rowling actually lived in Portugal for several years, and this library inspired the world of Harry Potter in a big way for her, and I can definitely see why. Now, we've been to a couple of bookstores before that claim they're the most beautiful bookstore in the world, and of course this one has won awards for that, but I really believe this one is the most beautiful. It's just so unique. Now, with our entrance, it costs €10, and that includes a €10 credit to pick up a book for us to take home. There are options in English and Spanish here for us to buy, but there's some covers of these beautiful Portuguese books that I think would look stunning in our home, back home, so I think we're gonna pick one out.
Now the sun is up, and I learned the hard way that the jacket that I had, it's not waterproof. But we went back to the hotel, now it changed, and we're walking, and we want to find a special local dish that we need to try over here.
The dish we're looking for, it's called Francesinha, and the locals say that the best one is here at Braçao Aliados. So what is it exactly? It's a hardcore freaking sandwich, packed to the brim with all sorts of succulent meats, covered with cheese, and smothered in a tomato and beer sauce. Oh, and there's an egg on top too.
There is one very hungover person in Porto right now who is probably craving this. This is like breakfast brunch of champions. We did our research on what this was before coming here, but then when you see it, you're like, oh my God, am I actually gonna be able to eat this whole thing? This is a half order too, which is crazy. There is a lot going on here. So many layers, but it's delicious. Oh my gosh.
After something as heavy as a francesinha, you need a drink. Two of Portugal's most iconic wines, it comes from this region. Vinho Verde, which means green wine, not because of the color, but because it's young in age, and port wine, which is what we came here to Ferreira to learn about.
This is one of the oldest and most respected port wine producers in the country. We take a tour through their cellars, which date back to the 18th century, and learn more about this drink. Turns out there are 4 main types of port wine: ruby, tawny, rosé, and white, and on this tour you get to taste 3 of them. And by looking at the legs on this wine, they're practically walking off the glass, so you can tell just how sweet these are. This tour lasts about 50 minutes, and you'll want to book in advance, especially in the busy season.
I like this one. Very, very sweet. Almost tastes like caramel.
Now, doing a wine tasting of Porto wine is one thing, but I think Porto wine demands to be enjoyed in a musical environment, no?
That's why we come over here to watch a fado while drinking Porto wine. So
Yeah.
we live more that cultural experience.
I'm excited because I've never seen Fado in person, only
neither.
online, so it's a very intimate setting. And they already gave us our Porto wine, so now it's time to start enjoying.
In case you aren't familiar, fado is a musical style that is uniquely Portuguese. At its core, it's simple. To perform fado, you only need 3 things: a voice, a Portuguese guitar, and a classical guitar. The songs themselves talk about everything: love, heartbreak, family, children, cities, change, loss, everything.
That's why the most brief explanation that I can give for you, what is Fado? Fado it's all once, because it explains everything that happened with us, everything.
And tonight, for 1 hour, we get to hear these stories come to life in this intimate setting.
My God, I love the show. I love this cultural experience. The 2 guitars, they mix very well with each other. And then the singing, it's beautiful. I recommend this experience. We're gonna let a link down below if you want to go to the show because we totally recommend it. Recommended by Tourist to Local.
Afterwards, we grabbed dinner back in Ribiera at a spot called Mercearia, which was not bad, but you're pretty much just paying for pasta with a view. But at this point in the day, we were very tired and just wanted something quick and easy. Does that ever happen to you on vacations?
Well, it's our last day in Porto, but more like our last morning, because we're really only doing 2 things.
But we saved the best for the end because look at this. Look where we are.
You guys, I don't know that we've really done a great job capturing all of the tiled buildings here in Porto. That is one regret I have, although we have been enjoying it to the max.
Definitely. So right now we're in the Chapel of the Souls of the Chapel of Santa Catarina. And whenever I leave and remember Porto in the future, I will think about this.
It's gorgeous, but one thing to see it from outside, let's see what it looks like inside.
In our opinion, the outside of the church really is what's worth seeing, especially since there are masses pretty regularly here that we don't want to intrude on. We're still glad we took a quick peek. Just down the block is Majestic Cafe, which used to be the meeting point of the elite of the city, and it's designed to look like an old-school French cafe.
Yeah, we are nuts when we travel. When we know there's a popular place, we will always be waiting in line 30 minutes before they open. We were the very first to enter, and it's already like half full. I like traveling with Martin, he gets me.
Juliana was joking, like we create a revolution because
did.
there was a lot of people behind us.
It was marketing for that. It was like, why are they waiting in line so early?
For 40 minutes.
Must be good. We don't even know.
Okay, the guy that took our order, he's freaking well dressed, how he speaks, how he talks to you. So 10 out of 10 on that.
He's in like a full suit and tie, right?
And I don't know if you notice, on the back, there's a beautiful piano.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually really good. It's one of the better cups I've had.
We just want to thank all the people that they watched till here. And we just want to tell them something about this. Because next week, we're gonna be in Lisbon, where these they're created. And probably we're gonna do something with these things.
Yeah, something special besides just eating 20 in like 48 hours.
That's right.
There's more. Lots more coming in Portugal and Europe, you guys, so stay tuned.
We're gonna leave you one video so you can still watch our adventures.
So long.
Travel well.
Make the world your neighborhood. See you guys next time.
Bye.